The leader of the official opposition, PDM, the Honorable Floyd Seymour, had the floor of the House of Assembly Tuesday as he made his party's feelings known on the report of the past budgetary year and the coming fiscal period. Let's go to that. He was still bringing remarks well past 4 p.m., even though he started speaking at 11 a.m., talking about the Honorable Floyd Seymour, the official opposition leader who has over the past year been anything but silent on his objections when it comes to the government style of administration. And when the Deputy Premier, the Honorable Floyd Hall, gave the budget communication on Monday revealing that all $16 million in reserves was used to cover a deficit of $35.7 million, the official opposition was visibly agitated. But they had to wait. And today was the day that the Honorable Floyd Seymour could vocalize the stance of the People's Democratic Movement.
Mr. Speaker, all of us got a vested interest in this country. If this government would get off their pedestals of arrogance and start to listen, Mr. Speaker, a lot of the problems that we face today will be averted, that we wouldn't go through some of these problems. The initiatives, Mr. Speaker, that are being proposed by this government, Mr. Speaker, however, will do just that. It will shrink our economy. In an effort to try to boost government revenues, we are making it difficult for businesses to survive, and we're making it difficult for people of this country to survive, Mr. Speaker. And when that happens, Mr. Speaker, it has negative impact on our economy.
Seymour expressed outrage at what he calculated as too little toward training for the over 3,100 civil servants and called for the promises of the PNP government administration to be delivered upon.
But you have over 3,000 civil servants, Mr. Speaker. 3,000 civil servants, Mr. Speaker. And we budgeting $200,000, Mr. Speaker, or $15 for every student, for every civil servant. $15 for every civil servant for training, Mr. Speaker.
During the budget address, Honorable Floyd Hall exposed financial vulnerabilities and admitted that government will now have to introduce new measures to make up for last year's shortfall. But the Honorable Floyd Seymour had other suggestions as he pounced on the Deputy Premier's explanations.
Then businesses, Mr. Speaker, don't have the ability to offer salary increases to their employees. So it becomes a vicious circle, Mr. Speaker, round and round and round again, simply because we've taken money out of people's hands. So when the people of this country, to bring this back to the main point, when the people of our country see our cost of living going through the roof, and when your salaries are stagnant and can't move, and your boss tells you that they can't give you no salary increase, don't get mad with your boss. Don't blame the subprime mortgage crisis. Don't blame your next door neighbor. Blame the 7 men and women sitting right across the table over there, the ministers of government, because it is their decisions, Mr. Speaker, that have gotten you to this situation. The speaker is disgusted, man, and without you all trying to deceive him, because even the speaker shaking his head because he can't believe that you would come here time after time and make him to believe that it was that all was well, and then we reach here today and yesterday you tell me no, things ain't well, and now you can tell him, but it's a subprime mortgage, and now he understands that it ain't the subprime mortgage crisis, it's the ministers. And by the end of this day, he can be even more convinced that it's the ministers that caused it.
In a late-day conversation, Honorable Seymour told WIV4 that he has much more to say. So the thought that the budget debate might have concluded in 3 days may no longer be a reality, as 12 other elected officials are permitted 30 minutes each for their contributions, with the Premier, Deputy Premier, and Opposition Leader getting an unlimited time for their presentations on the bill. Debate on the 2008-2009 budget began Monday, April 21st. The budget communication was delivered Monday by Finance Minister the Honorable Floyd, who has forecast that the monetary need of the government to run the country is $244 million. That government revenue is expected to be $237 million, and that the deficit for 07-08 was $35 million.